Bud, don't be a jock, Bud. Oh, we're good? We can start anytime.
Okay.
We're going?
Okay. Carl.
Welcome.
Welcome to season 2 of Lethal Comics YouTube show.
The Lethal Comics YouTube show, season 2.
We have a new edition.
Look at this. You can tell it's season 2.
We got season 2 money. We managed to make a wood, our friend Nolan made us wood shelves where we are hiding all our stock. And between season 1 and season 2,
the animal went blind.
like Cyclops, ruby quartz.
Oh, that'd be cool if you had ruby quartz glasses.
Yep, it'd be super cool.
Yeah. We are caffeinated for this, my friend. Because
I'm cold brewed.
Yeah, you're cold brewing.
Cold brewed.
I've got
to the nines.
I've got a espresso
Americano.
here, and we need to be caffeinated because we have to be high energy for this episode.
The most high energy that we could possibly be for what's about to happen.
It doesn't get higher energy than this.
Nope, it's not higher energy
in the world of American comic books. I don't think it gets higher energy.
There's no higher energy.
No, because we are talking about the legend Rob Liefeld.
Rob Liefeld, the Jackson Pollock of comics.
Now you can find explain the Jackson Pollock part.
Just the wildness.
Oh yeah.
Just the freeness.
Yeah.
Just the I don't give a rat's. Make it explode.
Yeah. Rob
Extreme Studios.
The man is as interesting as Rob the work.
Absolutely.
And we'll talk about a lot of stuff. You can find like a million YouTube videos about Rob Liefeld because people will dine out on his name because his name gets clicks.
That's right.
Because people are they're shitting on him, but we're not here for that. We're here to celebrate. Because we've got a whole table full of Rob here, and I've been buying Rob Liefeld stuff ever since I was a wee.
Carl is a Rob Liefeld maniac. That's for sure.
Yeah. So
where do we start?
I'll tell you where I started.
I guess we have to start with Marvel, but like.
Oh yeah, I don't know if we have so much. I don't think the table's ever been this full. We have enough stuff for multiple episodes.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll start where I started with Rob, which was right here.
Ooh, is that your first Rob comic?
This was the first Rob comic I bought. Much like Jim Lee's X-Men, when I got back into, because as we all know, as viewers know, I got into comics earlier in the 80s with ElfQuest and like G.I. Joe and all sorts of cool stuff like that. But I fell out of it in high school and then came back when my buddy Stone introduced me to everything that was going on with, what's the issue number with Uncanny X-Men with Captain America and Black Widow?
It's before 272.
Yes.
I'll tell you that.
Anyway.
We've covered it.
Yeah, we've talked about
season 1.
But I remember going to Stone's house, seeing that issue, and also he had some New Mutant stuff, and I flipped through New Mutants 100.
Yep.
And was once again blown away by it, because we're gonna.
I opened that up this morning, and I said, "What did I say? I think this is the best art I've seen Rob do." Was in that book.
I love so as you can see, as we'll see on this table, Rob's gone through various stages.
Yeah.
Of Robdom. In his artistic journey.
Yeah.
But my favorite Rob is New Mutants X-Force era Rob.
Of course.
Okay. And New Mutants 100, which was like a fucking like mammoth selling, like this thing.
How many did it sell?
I don't know.
Million?
Over a million.
Over a million.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's intense.
Numbers. What
do you think the royalties were on that?
A million copies. I don't know.
On a million copies.
I don't know. A lot. So this thing sold, as Rob will tell you, like well over a million copies with no gimmicks whatsoever.
That's right.
One issue. This is the last issue of New Mutants. Okay.
Is that the last issue he does of New Mutants?
It's the last issue anyone does.
Okay.
It ends at issue 100, and we've got a lot of New Mutant stuff here. Which
can we just talk about how dope Shatterstar is? I want to talk about one thing before we really get going here. Okay. Rob Liefeld is a bit of a trendsetter. He has a few quirks that have made him completely famous. Everyone will say no feet, but like whatever. Tons of people do that.
I call
the no
bullshit.
feet thing.
I call bullshit.
Olivia Capel does no feet all the time, but the thing for him is
that
for me
no
as a designer,
thing is real low hanging fruit.
Because
we're
bullshit. Looking at Shatterstar here, and for me,
there's a foot.
Yeah, there's a foot. Yeah. For me, when I was coming up as a kid and seeing Rob Liefeld's work, what I loved was obviously pouches. which I think has gone on as a running joke for years, where I think he did a Pouchman comic or something like that.
Yeah.
Shoulder pads, the face gear that also Jim Lee had, but like that sort of like headgear, face gear, and the top knot.
The top knot.
No one top knots harder than Rob in all of comics.
Best top
He's
knots.
the king of top knots
since ElfQuest.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I guess when I saw his top knots, I was like, "You are on fire, man!" Just
they
like
get like I mean at the
and,
risk
and
of,
now that I'm looking at this again, double sword.
Double blade. Look at this.
Whoever thought of double sword?
Look at this.
Yeah, look at that top
knots.
knot.
Just get
glory.
Yeah.
Glorious top knotting. I often, when I'll do a comic in the last 10 years, there's a few things I throw in. I try and stick in a top knot, especially when I was doing heavy metal magazine stuff. I'd throw in a top knot. The other thing I love, tank bottom. Tank bottom is my other big thing. I don't know if he tank bottomed, but I like a good tank bottom.
Yeah, I know you do.
But tank bottom feels Rob.
That's a
it might not be a
thing.
Rob thing, but it feels Rob.
No, it's too much machinery. Rob's more about weaponry.
Yes, he's a weaponry
Not
guy.
like mechanical tank treads. Yes, trend setting for sure.
By the way, I love this character.
So first of all, I don't know. Like let's look at this, because this is where Carl.
Wait a minute. What's his name again? Thunder.
That's Warpath.
Oh, it's Warpath.
Cousin of Thunderbird, or
is he cousin of Thunderbird?
I don't really know.
Because I got that giant like Bible of X-Men 1975.
Giant size X-Men.
Giant size X-Men, but it's like a Bible with like 60 issues in it or something.
Yeah.
And Thunderbird is in it right away, and I guess he dies right away. But I was kind of like
for old Thunderbird.
I love Thunderbird.
Basically the same outfit, I think, ish.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty close.
So I open this up. This is a really good comic, by the way. Like this is the
like man who
really
invented Cable.
Yep. Cable,
probably one of my favorite X-Men ever. But like in this era, like Shatterstar was dope. I mean, I wish we got more dope. Shatterstar in those movies. He's kind of a punchline joke in the Deadpool movies, but for me, we did get some good Domino.
Yep. This stuff's great.
He's so dope. I mean, obviously, this evolved into Shaft.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Shatterstar.
So we're good. This
Wicked.
New Mutants is a bit of a journey here, right? Because Rob gets hired initially to do Hawk and Dove at DC.
Oh.
Okay. Was
this before his Marvel days?
Yeah. Let's just put New Mutants aside for a second, because we're going to spend a lot of time with it.
Yeah.
When Rob comes into the industry, very young, like I think he's 18 or something.
Yeah.
Right. He gets hired, and by the way, like we're not like if you want a deep dive on Rob history, go and listen to his podcast, because it's got everything in it.
Yeah, I mean, when you and I would do road trips to New York Comic Con, we would like listen to that.
You just mainline that podcast.
Yeah,
that podcast is everything I wanted as a teen reading comics.
Let's face it, you love the lore of Image. Actually, we both love the lore of Image. Of course. Like, who doesn't?
So like Rob gets hired super early. He gets brought on to Hawk and Dove.
Yep.
Okay. The cool thing about this is that like when I open this, like it's going to be barely recognizable to you as Rob.
Well, I'm very excited. Okay. I haven't seen this before.
Because
what is this?
Because Rob comes into the industry being heavily like every artist you love, you can kind of see their influences, right?
Yeah, right.
Rob's influences here are very George Perez.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Okay, so like you can just tell by some of the shapes, some of the renderings, some of the faces. This is inked by Carl Kiesel, I think, who's like the only
inking him in a style we've never seen before. I mean, there's some Rob right there.
Yeah, but look at that face.
Recognizable
like,
Rob.
That's like, see, we're getting some like Rob dynamism here.
Whoa, that inker did some work. That's an amazing shot.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
some
great.
of it, when I was flipping through this, was like I couldn't even believe like some of the shapes were so un-Rob.
It doesn't look like Rob. It looks like some inker in a bullpen was told by a senior editor to like Marvel-fy whatever Rob was doing.
I don't really know. I'd like to see the pencils for it, like because a lot of these faces, like there's a lot of Perez in here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I think it's really cool to see because it's like
it's very hard to see Rob here.
Yeah, you still get like
the odd. That looks like Todd.
You can see.
It's like a cross between Todd and Rob
in the mouths and eyes, and some of what's starting to happen with the hair. you can see Rob starting to appear. Like that. This is some like George Perezing.
Yeah, right.
Like these mouths and eyes.
Is that Doc Savage? Nice.
Is it? Yep.
Yeah.
So Rob
looks awesome.
Rob does this miniseries, and
Very cool.
that-
Oh,
now
that's
we're
the
seeing
most
some-
Rob smile ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does this miniseries. He's inked by Carl Kiesel, and he is quickly hired on by Marvel
Yes.
to do the New Mutants.
Awesome. So now we're back into New Mutants territory.
Yeah, and New Mutants.
Oh, look, Rachel.
That's
Is
Rain.
that Rachel?
That's Rain. That's Wolfsbane.
Oh, that's Wolfsbane.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, sorry, I missed the ears.
So, and I was looking at this too. This is like Rob's not inking himself yet here. I have so much to talk about because because his run of New Mutants, he's doing the covers for, and they're all inked by Todd McFarlane.
Get out.
Which is like the dopest combo.
This looks pretty like McFarlane.
This is inked.
Everything happening here is amazing and hilarious.
Yeah. Well, this is like this is takeoff of a Spider-Man, famous Spider-Man.
Liefeld Todd.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So like a bunch of Liefeld Todd, right? Like
Yeah, open this up.
here you go.
Let
This
me
is-
crack it open. I
Yeah,
want to
let's
see this
crack
guy.
it open.
Crack it open. Like look at that vulture.
I was reading this.
That's
earlier.
pretty dope.
This.
That's a pretty amazing vulture.
So he's just penciling here. Louis
Yeah.
Simonson is still writing New Mutants. So he takes
Okay.
over New Mutants as of issue 86. I think that's
Okay.
the first one.
Yeah.
And just penciling, and you got Bob Wyacek inking here, but solid as hell.
That's
like
what's up.
this is a really like look at how cartoony this is in like
Yeah.
in like I don't know if he's like I guess he's hanging with Todd already because
Because
there's some
like
real Todd exaggeration going on here.
Todd-ish stuff. That's very Rob.
Yeah, but what happens on New Mutants is, and what brings us into my favorite Rob era is the heavy influence of Art Adams.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Because
I can see that.
Because you start seeing
This is very Art Adams.
you start seeing
The hair, the
way
mouth,
he's doing
the eyes.
eyes, the way he's
Yep.
starting to do shapes, like body shape, like this kind of stuff. Super tight, very Art Adams inspired, and it's still my favorite.
Whoa!
Yeah, cool. Eh?
Bizarre.
Like you can see what year is this? This is like 1990. He's probably working on 89 or something. You can see why this is electric for people.
Have you ever drawn this character?
The Vulture?
Yeah. I've never drawn the Vulture.
Not professionally, maybe.
But have you sketched him before? I've
don't
never drawn that
I don't
character
know.
ever. He's such a weird looking character.
I kind of love him.
Yeah, of course. But I've never done it.
So you look. That's very Art Adams.
Oh, that's the most Art Adamsy face I've
You
ever
can
seen.
start to see the kind of
Yeah.
like cross pollination
yeah,
of the
of course.
Perez with the Art Adams.
Yeah, Perez, Art Adams. I see a little bit of Todd in there, and then occasionally there's some like Rob-ness, like classic Rob.
Yeah. But I really like this run because you're
This looks
getting
like good
real formative,
This looks like really good
like
stuff.
very solid comics, but
Yeah.
also like exaggerated and exciting at a time when
totally.
comics were kind of meh looking. Like New Mutants before this was very pedestrian looking.
Right.
So, and this is before, like he's just working with the existing New Mutants characters here, right? And it's not until a few issues later where he starts coming up with his own stuff, like the Cable Domino Double Dragon 2.
Awesome. What do you got now?
Well, I'm just gonna look at some more New Mutants because
Oh yeah.
look, here we go. More. Oh, this is cool.
Cable's here. Sabretooth.
This is cool because there's a couple
Who's
issues.
this guy?
I think that's Richter.
Richter.
I think so.
See what the party Richter.
These are neat because these are Liefeld covers inked by Scott Williams. And you can see the difference in, like, look at his face.
Oh yeah.
Very Rob, but also very Scott Williams. You can kind of see
Yeah,
a lot of the...
Oh, look how faded this comic is. Look at that Sabretooth. Badass.
This is Hilary Barta inking, who he inked for a while. But, like, super
Oh,
fun
what
comic.
a weird looking Cable right
I like all the
there.
Cable
It's
outfits.
really wacky.
I like that Cable had a
Yeah.
different outfit all the time.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So Sabretooth and Caliban.
Yep.
Starting to get some neat, like, kind of very McFarlane-y, like these big
That's
borders.
a very like McFarlane layout.
I like this spread. It kind of like just...
Again, those skinny panels that I never ever do.
Yeah.
Never do those panels.
But there's some cool stuff like Cable here with his big collar.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Who is this crazy guy again? This weird looking
And that's Warlock.
Warlock? Yeah, that's right. We've talked about that before.
This is something else I want to point out that we can talk. We're going to talk about in our next episode.
That's a good money shot.
But like, Rob loves the down shot, the long vertical down shot of character. Like this is one of them too, but it's big.
Yeah.
But you'll see a lot of in his layouts, a lot of shots of like straight down.
Straight down
characters.
shots. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see a bunch of these. So this is before Rob starts inking himself.
Yeah,
Look
right.
at how cool that is.
That's awesome. Yeah, he's got more stuff, more gear now.
Like you can see why.
Does he have a fake arm yet?
Yeah.
Does he?
Yeah, he always
Alright.
had the fake arm. Look at that.
Oh, wicked.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like
Oh, good wolf.
yeah, that's Wolfsbane as a wolf.
Yeah.
So this is kind of some of my favorite stuff. Like you can see how the faces are shaping up. And then of course we get to like he introduces all these new characters and then we get to issue 100, which was the last New Mutants issue. Which
really
is like
cool.
Rob's inking himself here.
This whole issue is just really cool. Like this character is so well done in this issue. Like Shatterstar looks amazing.
Yeah. Cool layouts.
Domino.
Cool fight scenes.
Look at that.
Domino's awesome.
Oh, she's
I love
awesome.
I love
Yeah.
the Domino design.
This is kind of the height of his powers right here. Very cool.
Yeah. Here he's like, I think this is the issue where he's like homaging Frank Miller, like the Ronin.
Oh, really?
The Ronin stab
Oh,
somewhere.
no way.
Classic.
Yeah,
Classic
that's awesome.
90s kick.
Yeah, I love that giant 90s kick where it's all leg. One of my best, if not the best, Comic-Con commission I ever did was of Cannonball.
Boom.
Oh, snap.
This whole layout is a Ronin thing,
Oh.
but awesome.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Like, how could you?
Cable's so dope.
Your kid reading this in the 90s. How could you not get excited?
I think that Cable is my favorite Rob character.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
I
I always pop for Cable. Oh.
this blue minds right here.
Yeah.
He ends the issue. He ends the entire New Mutants run with the reveal that Strife is a
Cable.
clone of Cable.
A clone of Cable.
We don't know.
Cable clone.
We don't know at this point. Is it
Oh,
Cable?
man. And like there was never another Rob episode?
No. Well,
man.
that's when. Of course there is because
No doubt.
that's when we.
Oh, then we're in X-Force.
That's
Right,
when
here we go.
We move right on.
Yep.
This is my reading copy that I bought off.
So X-Force is his jam.
X-Force. So around the time New Mutants is ending, Jim Lee has been given his own. He's about to be given his own X-Men series. Okay.
This is about where he kind of like
he's finishing
gets
his,
in there
he's
with
finishing his
Claremont,
Uncanny run.
sort of.
Well, he's finishing his Uncanny
The
run.
reboot, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
going to reboot with X-Men #1, and Rob pitches the ending of New Mutants and the relaunch of
X-Force.
his team here as X-Force, which coincides with that whole kind of Marvel.
So in the 90s, when this was sort of in its heyday, I remember X-Force, Uncanny X-Men, and I think there was a few other X titles
X
were
Factor.
at the top of the list.
Yeah, and they
Like
were for
highest
they were
sales,
for years.
just blowing it out,
Yeah.
just on fire. X-Force was selling units like
This is the
making bank.
second highest selling comic,
This one right
American
here?
comic of all time.
Really?
Just under Jim Lee's X-Men #1.
This is the second highest?
5 million copies.
Whoa.
And it came with I have them all somewhere. It came bagged with different cards.
That's wild.
Yeah. Look at this spread.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's very cool.
I kind of I gotta go Domino. I like Cable, but I like the Domino design.
Domino's really cool. Yeah. I've done, oddly enough, I've done a lot of Rob commissions. So I had one guy ask for Domino from the comics and then Domino from the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of didn't completely mirror them, but sort of one
In
big
one
gun.
piece?
Yeah, 2 pieces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that
cool
was
that is.
very, very cool. Oh, big double page spread. Now we're into this is full on
This
Rob.
is full on Rob. This is
Rob as Rob gets.
Yeah.
The most Robbie.
well at this time.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a great
He also has these. His fingers were always the sort of crumply fists and the sort of pointy fingers were very Rob too.
Yep. It's a hand.
Yeah, like that hand.
That's a great shot.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Shatterstar.
Yeah.
So there's a period. There's Strife.
Oh, dang. Awesome. Look at this business.
Yeah, so there's a period in the 90s, like, I don't know when it starts, actually. It must be, like, shortly after Youngblood.
I'm having a art school brain fart here, but there is, I can't remember whether it's Miro, Kandinsky, or another dude, but this reminds me of a painting called Broadway Boogie Woogie.
Oh, yeah. It's like pop art.
Yeah, it reminds me of a pop art piece.
There's a period, I think, somewhere shortly, like a few years after the launch of Image Comics, where
Is he standing on a panel?
yeah, where Rob starts
That's gangster.
Rob starts taking a bunch
would
of
never
shit,
do that.
right?
Yeah.
Like
starts taking shit.
for whatever reason.
In this area?
No, after this,
Oh, after.
even in this era,
Mhm.
Rob's like he's a young guy.
Mhm.
He's like all balls to the wall.
How old is he
Right.
here? Like 21?
Probably, yeah.
21, 22? That's
Something like that.
ridiculous.
Yeah, stupid young.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
He's like unapologetically just throwing everything he's got
Yep.
at these comics, right? And I think it's wild, like it's breaking a lot of rules. He's super young, and I think a lot of people resent that,
Right.
right?
His
People in the
age.
industry are like, "What the hell out of here with this kid?" Like,
Yeah,
come
so out of that crew, Todd was the oldest? Or
Yeah.
was it Silvestri?
on. No, Todd. Oh, I think Todd.
Todd's older than Silvestri?
I would say yes,
Because
but
in
I'm
this
not-
era, Todd was like, I remember like Todd was like 29, 30, and these guys were like early,
I think they're
20s.
maybe on par.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But Rob kind of becomes, for like a bunch of years, becomes sort of a punching bag. Like he's just taken crap from everybody, like especially with the birth of the internet.
Yeah.
Like everyone comes out in full force.
Are we at the Spike Lee commercial?
Spike Lee commercial is pretty
Or
much
is
like
that-
launch of X-Force.
Okay, so yeah, so there was a
Yeah.
full-on commercial that Spike Lee did with Rob Liefeld, and was it for jeans?
It's
I
a
believe?
Levi's button fly
button-fly
commercial,
jean.
yeah.
Yeah,
We'll air it. We'll
that
put
was
it
that
on
like. Let's talk about how that was maybe one of the most epic things to happen to a comic creator. Like we're talking, these guys were superstars.
like
Like superstars were like we haven't seen since then.
Let's not make any bones about it. These guys are rock stars.
They're rock stars. I mean, I always talk about like these guys were sort of like complete rock stars. What they did was the most cowboy shit ever. Like I worship everything they did. And then after it was like scorched earth.
Yeah.
Just like the industry still hasn't
industry-
recovered or got to those
The
levels.
industry started to change, and also
Yeah.
how do you follow that? Like, it's like it's like lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, it's never going to get there again. There's been little blips where like Walking Dead got pretty big, so selling a lot of
Yeah, but
units.
not
Like Watchmen
Not like this,
sold
where you're
units.
like so.
but
Rob
nothing compared
Rob
to
is hired
this crazy shit.
He basically calls in and gets a spot on this Levi's commercial,
Yeah.
right? Directed by Spike Lee. He's on a bunch of talk shows. He's on Dennis Miller. There's an
He's on
episode
Dennis
of
Miller.
there's an episode of
And then
Lifestyles
there's-
of the Rich and Famous that he's on.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
And then there's also at this time there's also all those videos that we used to watch as kids with him and Stan Lee. So it was
There's
like
the
him, Stan Lee,
Staber-
Jim Lee, Todd
The
McFarlane.
Staber home video.
Yeah, the Staber home videos. Like those were like I remember like going to the comic shop and seeing one, and then like telling the guy at the comic shop, "I need all of these."
Yes, I owned the Jim Lee
to
one Like,
get
that's
this
the one
magic.
I
I have the Will Sportaccio. I have the Todd. I don't think I had Jim Lee, but I was probably asking for it, like for sure.
I think I ordered that one like right from the
Yeah.
catalog because I was so hot.
I had the Will Sportaccio because it was like on the shelf. I
Mhm.
was like, okay, they'll take this one right away.
Mhm.
Very interesting. But yeah, so these guys were on fire.
Yep.
Complete on fire, selling millions of units. They were like the hottest shit. Nothing sold under 300K. Like
300K was
like
that was like you were doing
unreal
poorly.
amount of you were getting canned at 300K. Just wild amounts of trees.
Yeah. Yeah. Just
Yeah, just
That's
trees
like scorched earth,
coming
right?
down. Yeah.
Yeah,
But when
so-
I'm saying scorched earth, I mean like business,
like-
and
I
there's
know.
never been a superstar since.
I know.
But like,
Yeah.
I mean, you got blips. Like I said, you gotta,
you
Paul
get
Pope.
little
Oh, he's getting really famous.
Paul Pope was more of a classic rock star comics.
Yeah. Like I feel like
more of a Jim
was
Morrison.
he like the only rock star since those boys? But he didn't sell the amount of units, that's for sure. But he definitely, like I remember us going to shows and being like, "Whoa, Paul Pope's here!" Like he was like a wild, insane.
In terms of like
artist.
outside media coverage, Paul Pope is up there in like a different space than what Rob was doing.
Sure,
but like both of them were celebrated.
Yeah.
By the outside people outside.
Yeah.
Comics.
Like I don't really put James Jean in there because James Jean kind of did covers and then it was immediately gone into being a painter. So he wasn't really...
James Jean is like you have to like everyone is just wondering how anyone.
How they convinced him to do it in the first place.
How did he, what?
Yeah. But like as far as superstars go, there really hasn't been anyone. And I know these guys are like, I feel like there was always like this attitude, like, oh, pull up your bootstraps, but like we're never going to get there again. It's a different
not in
world.
This environment.
Not unless we like reinvent the entire wheel into something to sell 1 million units.
I mean, something will happen eventually. It'll be in a completely different fashion. You know, like it's not. You can't repeat.
Yeah, it's not going through stores anymore. Okay, Comic Hunter. Here we go.
Trying to buy all these these Craven's Last Hunt issues. This is what I'm on the hunt for right now. It's because I'm now obsessed with Mike Zeck, and I got to get all of these. I don't even know if you actually drew these.
So how long have you been drawing comic books?
Since I was about 7 years old, little kid.
What'd your parents think about it?
They hated it. They hated it. Oh yeah. After I got a job and they saw that you can make a living out of it, you'll hear no complaints anymore.
And you created X-Force? Mm-hmm. So what is this drawing of?
This is the Spike Man.
And what's this right here?
This is the camera on top of your head that will record the wrongdoings of others.
So Rob, have you had any formal art training?
No. Just a lot of imagination, I think. Wait so I say it and then look down, or just open it and say it.
Fly button?
Back to Rob. Dude.
That's Zero. I love this guy. He's just a teleporting dude who's got a zero on his
he
head.
reminds me of like the Spider-Man bad guy.
Yeah, I guess
The
so.
Spot.
Yeah,
Is it called The Spot?
Yeah.
The Ditko guy?
Anyway, so when I picked up X-Force #1, all my copies of it the day it came out.
Yeah.
And I was so like I don't know if it was late or if not X-Force #1, but X-Force #2. I don't know if it was late or if it was just my perception of it.
There he is looking at me.
Because like I don't know if I realized how monthly I guess I was young enough to not be aware of what week it was because I kept going back to the store every week being like, is X-Force #2 here?
Yeah, right.
And they'd always be like, no, it's not. And so finally it was.
Okay, so we got a Deadpool here. Did he show up in this comic?
Deadpool showed up in New Mutants 98,
Yeah, okay.
which I only have a reprint of here.
Okay.
That's the famous New Mutants 98 cover.
It's really funny. So obviously Deadpool has become this giant thing outside of Rob. But when you were a creator coming up in this era, I couldn't stand Deadpool because I was sick of every single character being the smart alecky quip guy who was just like, I'm smarter than you, and I got all this attitude and everything. And I felt like they were all like that.
Other than
and he was like the
Spider-Man-
most uber version of it.
Yeah, but wasn't
So,
he like? Was there one?
He used to drive me crazy.
Before Deadpool came along, who else was wise? It was just Spider-Man.
Yeah, it was just Spider-Man. But like for me, it was like that.
I think it was
Spider-Man.
post Deadpool that people started like.
Was it post Deadpool?
Abusing the witty.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
But I remember when comics started to like shift into that, it just felt like I was just reading the same character over and over, and I just couldn't handle it. I was like, I don't like when things are all the same character. It was kind of like when DC went into DC 52, and now every single DC character is Batman. My girlfriend died. My parents died. My dog died. My uncle died. Oh, I got raped by a fish. Like it was all like the dark. You
gotta wear a lot of armor.
And I need revenge, and that's what made me this character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But before that, it was like every character was just like this smart alecky dude that it was driving me nuts. And plus, after the first movie, think it was after the first movie, when you go to Comic-Con, all of a sudden there was 5,000 dudes dressed like Deadpool, all coming up to your table in character, and you were kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, it's like Captain Jack Sparrow for a bit, you know?
That was
the
Jack Sparrow era was rough.
Harder, and the Austin Powers, Dr. Evil. So it would be like Dr. Evil, Austin Powers, then Captain Jack Sparrow, and then there'd be like the army of Deadpool dudes that are all smart alecky and like coming up to your table, giving you a hard time.
But the Deadpool thing is it's just what you see happens when a character hits the mainstream.
Yeah, when I read these comics now, I'm like, I dig them, and like, I'm not gonna lie, Deadpool 1, 2, and 3 are amazing. I'm gonna say that Deadpool 3. So I have a story.
I can't even look at this because of this shiny paper.
Oh god, that's some shiny paper.
Shiny paper.
So Deadpool 3. I wanted to, Wolverine Deadpool. I wanted to watch it for weeks, and Mrs. Animal just didn't want to go, and I was like. Well, she wanted to go, but like in her own time. And I was like, I can't handle this shit. Like, I have to see this movie like right now. Like Wolverine's kicking ass in this movie and everything I've heard. And I'm seeing pictures of the thing, right? And I go to the film and, I went downtown on my own. They were like away for the night. I think they went to Ottawa. And I went on my own. I went to the theater. I'm not gonna lie, I ate a little bit of mushrooms and just sat there and like the mushrooms were kicking in. And I'm watching...
Alone?
Yeah, and it's true. And I'm in the middle, but there's still a lot of people, so I'm starting to get like a little freaked out, right? And the whole movie, I'm just like, this is like fucking awesome. Like, this is like maybe getting up there with my favorite superhero movie. Like, it's on fire. And then the scene where Wolverine puts on his fucking mask.
You know what's crazy?
I jumped up out of my seat and went, fucking finally, yeah! And like, clearly the biggest asshole in the room, and everyone else was just like, yeah, whatever.
Somehow
nerd. So I sat right back down, but I was just like, oh!
Somehow I didn't see it coming.
Me either.
Like,
but I kept seeing photos online.
I was
and
sitting
it was
there,
driving me nuts.
I was sitting there watching it with my son who loved it, and like we're watching it, and when he reaches behind his head, I actually made a little orgasmic. So I was like, oh!
And then he starts ripping it up, and I was like, where was this for 20 fucking years? Like, just Wolverine in his Wolverine outfit looking better than he's looked in all 20 versions of those movies. Logan's pretty good. But, like, all the versions of Wolverine up to that point, you just needed to do that. I was like, Batman, forget Batman. We got Wolverine in his mask now.
The only thing it needed was a brown and yellow suit.
Yeah, that was a fail. That was a massive fail. Yes.
Let's get back to X-Force number 2.
Yes. So anyway, but behind him was that Easter egg of Rob not drawn feet on that shoe store, which I found amazing. We'll get back, let's get back to the comics.
I get annoyed by that foot thing, not because, like, I'm annoyed by it. I'm annoyed by it just because it's lazy.
Yeah, everyone does it.
You can't come up with a better rib than
Well, I feel like when Hollywood does it, that's what made it real low-hanging fruit. When everyone in Hollywood's like, oh, he doesn't draw feet. You're like, give me a break.
So X-Force number 2, they had to,
common.
Speaking of Deadpool, X-Force number 2,
I love this cover.
They were getting
I had this
they were getting so much fan mail for Deadpool that he had to rush Deadpool into X-Force earlier than he was gonna. But what I'm perplexed by to this day is that is why you would put the back of Deadpool's head on this cover. Like, I want to see more of Deadpool in this cover. Like, I know you're trying to introduce a new guy here, but like. Okay, really burying,
was he really that big at that point? Was he that big at that point?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Like he's right here.
Because I remember this guy, and I'm pretty sure I've drawn that dude.
I have too.
Yeah. And I knew I was drawing Deadpool a little bit when this came out.
Yeah. So, it was really as of X-Force.
That's awesome.
I don't remember what that's
Rift.
from.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a pretty good fight. He shoots his hand off here. Which is kind
So I had this comic, and now that you're opening it up, I'm getting a bit of a Ratatouille moment. Like I'm going right back in. Oh, I can't help it.
You like the big guy.
Oh, Warpath is so dope.
Yeah.
So dope. I would do just a Warpath comic.
So.
Oh, Terminator.
X-Force number 2, I looked forward to for what felt like forever. And I finally got it, and I'm gonna say, like, this is where this
Shatterstar
is where
without his
I started becoming like
arms out.
somewhat like, oh, this is like Eric Larson inks.
Oh, really? Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
You can sort of see, like, I remember thinking even when I was younger, thinking like, oh, like it feels like there's a lot of like assistant stuff going on here.
Really?
Like that's what it felt like. It
Okay.
felt like
That makes sense.
it felt like Rob, but with like maybe some help or people who didn't fully understand his rendering, because like there's a lot of stuff going on and
Yeah, right.
like no one else is credited, but like I just felt
right.
like you've got people doing hatching here who don't quite
Yeah,
have
right.
Rob's flair. You know, like
Yeah, that
it
makes
starts from like after.
I think
X-Force
it'd be
2
very
and 3
easy
and
to
4.
misinterpret, Rob. Like,
Yeah,
if you're an
definitely.
inker, yeah.
Like so, see what I mean? Like by the time you get to like X-Force 7, like
whoa.
it's still Rob, but like the
Hardcore.
shapes are starting to
Yeah,
feel a bit
right.
different.
Oh, that's kind of rad. No, he also has very unique boot. That was the most Canadian boot that ever came out of my mouth so far on the show. Boot.
This is fun.
Oh yeah. I like her hair.
But
hair.
I think so.
Wait, is this Toad?
Yeah.
This guy? That's Toad?
I think this is
Yeah.
like this is indicative of what I think is like Rob's kind of MO, which is that like you can see that I think he's like such an energetic dude.
Yeah, right.
He's already mentally moved on. That's the sense I get. Like after like as of X-Force like 3,
Yeah.
I feel like his eyes are already like
On the next prize
Yeah, like
or
he's
the
already
next thing.
like putting together some like executioner stuff. He's already thinking about other
We
things.
got-
Got a top knot.
We got a top knot over here.
Oh, is that Warpath?
That's Warpath rocking a top knot.
I didn't know he
On a
he ever got
hairdo that
top
doesn't
knot.
make sense. Also, can we just say something? Is that Dampen Ocean?
That's what I'm saying.
Not art.
Like it.
It looks like Dampen Ocean.
Oh no, but I mean,
That
like,
looks like Dampen Ocean.
it. To me, it looks like Dampen Ocean rendering. Like this.
No, I think it looks like Dampen Ocean rendering, but that just straight up looked like Dampen Ocean.
The stuff that we got on like Prophet.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, and this is a thing that kind of carries through Rob's whole career, which is like, he'll get super excited about a thing, he'll launch it, he'll do the issue, like 1 or 2 issues, and I'll freak out in excitement, and then like he's gone. Like his attention is just like shifted.
Is it the
somewhere
attention
else.
or the deadlines?
No, I think it's the attention.
Okay.
He can hit like he did New Mutants.
Yeah, right.
I don't think the deadlines are a problem. I think like as he grew big, as he grew up like as a business and a publisher, then yeah, like he's spread thin. But also like idea wise, I think he's just got 100 things he wants to do, and he's
Yeah,
like
right.
you can see like from one project to the next, the attention kind of way. He's like he'll launch a thing with 100% excitement, and then you feel like, oh, my excitement is over here now.
You gotta, like, that's the endurance of a comic artist, I find, is in when you wake up every day and you go to the page, finding that room in your mind that keeps you excited about the thing that you're doing.
Yeah, it's hard.
Right? Because you and I will get a lot of projects where it's a job that came in from a comic publisher or album covers or video games or whatever. And like, it's not our own stuff. And we have to wake up that day and be like, how the balls am I going to get excited about it? And there's just, you might not be ready. Like, I've been noticing like myself, like, I mean, out of necessity, I just did that graphic novel in like 5 months, right? 110 pages in 5 months. Like, that's like old school, like 29-year-old Andy, just like belting stuff out,
Yeah.
right?
You're just working.
Yeah, I was just belting it out.
There's
But it's
nothing-
like,
no
I'll go to do
inspiration
Mother
there.
Trucker, and it's like 3-4 days a page.
Yeah.
Which is dumb, which is super dumb. But also, like other stuff, like Outbreak Park, I was working on that. We did the Kickstarter. It took me and I belted out the first sort of like 10, but the second 10 that I'm in now, which is like a completely different scene, I just wasn't feeling. I wasn't like ready for it. And I started, and all of a sudden, I like found that spot in my head, that room where I'm like, oh, okay, I can dig it. Like, I know what I did on the French graphic novel. right? Why can't I just put my head there? And I did, and all of a sudden everything was flying out. There's like a weird thing for me that it's almost like I'm not ready yet. You know what I mean? I got the gig, but I have to like prep myself mentally, and sometimes that takes weeks. Like I'm not ready to like all of a sudden, and then when I do, like the machine starts and it's like vicious. But like I gotta get like mentally prepared. It's like going to war.
I mentioned
You know
this.
what I mean?
I mentioned this attention drifting
Maybe he just wasn't
thing.
ready. Like,
Well, no, I think it literally is an attention thing.
yeah.
But like,
Let's face it. He has. He's on fire.
yeah. But I say this, and I'm not. I don't have that energy.
No,
Okay,
you don't
but-
have Rob.
but
I don't
do-
think I have Rob.
But I
energy
do
either.
have who does? But
Yeah.
I do have a similar tendency to drift, like from like even on my own stuff. I'll do a thing for like a few issues and then be like, oh, but there's this
me
thing
too.
over here. Like
Yeah, absolutely.
it's very easy to be distracted by shiny
Yeah.
things. So
Rob. I mean, Todd obviously has some sort of like attention
Like
span
laser
where he's
focus?
just laser focused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he'll just
But I mean, he didn't draw every issue. Like Todd didn't draw every issue, right?
Spawn?
He eventually just hired it out, right?
eventually. But
Yeah.
but he also like more to the point. Like he wasn't
Like Larson
He
doing
wasn't
8 billion
like, he wasn't
Savage
expanding
Dragons.
like crazy.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
you know, you might have done like a Violator miniseries or whatever, but like he wasn't like he was doing his book
Yeah,
for an extended amount of time.
that's awesome.
So yeah, this is
Very cool. Cable's awesome. I'm gonna say, everyone loves Deadpool. He's famous because of the movies, all the rest of it. But for me, when it came to comics, my favorite characters with Rob were always Cable. I thought Cable was the coolest dude. Some of my best commissions at Comic Cons were Cable. Guy commissioned me to do that big Cable, like I think it was 2 years ago. One of the best things I ever drawn, like Cable on a bunch of like gear and everything.
Cable's fun.
Oh, he's the best. So cool.
So hey, I've got a Cable beef also, because I also really like Cable, but this is the Cable I dig with this like super receding hairline.
Oh yeah.
And for some reason, now when Rob draws Cable, like he looks like a younger dude with like normal hair, and every time I'm like, that's not Cable.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is gonna come up later, but like, you know, Shaft and Youngblood, in the revamp ones he's doing now, Shaft looks like he's like 15. I don't know if that's on purpose. I didn't read
I
the
think
comic.
that's I might. I
But
haven't
at the
either.
same time, like we're about to look at Youngblood #1, and Shaft is like jacked, and all of a sudden in the new comics he looks like he's like 15. It's weird. I don't know if he's supposed to be.
I have to
haven't
check
read
it
I have
out.
to check it out.
But that like, so I guess I was gonna say that. Yeah, I guess there's like a younging down of like.
Do you
of
think
the
he?
character.
Do you think that's what he did?
It's possible. I haven't read any Cable
Sure.
stuff since like probably that Ramita Jr. Cable miniseries.
Yeah, right.
But which we should actually look at too, because I think Rob did layouts for it.
I think if I was hired to do a Cable today, I do love this really bizarre shape, but I also might just give him like an Arnold Schwarzenegger like flat top. That'd be
I
awesome.
would, if I was going to draw Cable, he'd be a big dude covered in
dude.
gear with this hairline
Yeah, it's a good hairline.
and
Yeah.
like a bunch of lines on his face because he's old.
I feel like he'd look good with like an Arnold Schwarzenegger flat top.
Okay, so like now, so Rob does a run on X. He does New Mutants. He does X-Force.
Yep.
One thing we didn't talk about was this, which is also
What do you got there?
This might also be some peak Rob. Okay, like this is Rob doing an issue of What If, and it's written by Jim Valentino,
No shit.
and it's
Crazy.
I think the layouts are by Valentino. It's inked by Scott. It's Rob penciling with Scott Williams on inks.
Crazy.
And it's awesome. And we're going
Crazy.
to look at it because we
All right,
can't
all right.
we can't not.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Awesome.
What if Wolverine was an agent of Shield?
Look at that, look at that.
Look at this.
Oh, dope. Does that looks like Todd?
I know.
Crazy.
Williams inking
Wendigo.
over Rob.
Okay, so this must have been like the most fun thing he ever did because he got to redraw that scene. Like, let's talk about that. Like, if you were hired to work at Marvel and you're starting out this comic and they're like, first scene is the introduction of Wolverine fighting Hulk. It was like Hulk and Wendigo.
Yeah.
You'd just be like, oh my God.
Well, this is like no one's dictating. This is just Rob and Jim jamming on this
Yeah, right.
because I think they shared a studio.
Yeah, right.
So it's just like, what awesome comic can we do? They pitch it, gets done. Look, how
Wicked.
cool. This is a cool ass comic.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Cool Black Widow.
Good Wolverine.
Yeah.
Whoa, yeah. Rob Wolverine is like, yeah. Yep.
Pretty great. So Valentino layouts, but like
Really?
part of me has a hard time
It's so
believing that
wild.
since a lot of this feels
Right.
very Rob. Oh yeah, cool. Baron Strucker.
Oh, wicked.
I was gonna say before when I started talking about Rob being shit on, like there's a period where Rob is just like a punching bag, right? I always
That
point
had
people,
to be after the Image days, though.
Yeah, it was. But I always point people to this great article that Sarah Horrocks.
I think so. Yeah.
She does. She had a blog. I don't know if she still blogs, but she did a blog article years ago, like that's basically breaking down Rob's work, especially in like X-Force #1 and some New Mutant stuff. Just pointing out a lot of the things that make it great pop art. People shit on Rob for not being like anatomically correct and realistic, which I don't know what the fuck you would want that. But
I mean, when I was coming up in comics, that was always a big thing for me, is anatomy. I was like, anatomy should be real, it should be dope, it should be referenced, it should look amazing. And I kind of like, I have to admit, I had years where I kind of crapped on everything that came out of Image. Like, down to like Silvestri too. I was like, no, it looks rushed. Todd and Rob, like, the anatomy is on crack. But then I had a moment. I don't know whether it was talking to you. I don't know whether it was around 2012 when I moved to Montreal. But then I really got into the idea that, like, it wasn't about great anatomy, and it was more about pushing shapes and making those shapes exciting.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, as like a, from a, having a like a fine art degree, I was like, you know what it's like? What Image was like? It was like art moving from hyper realism to like abstract expressionism and that kind of thing. And once I did that sort of mental Olympics in my head, I was like, oh, it's like a complete like departure artistically in this new way. And yes, is there commerce is involved, sales involved, like
there is
flash involved.
That's involved
yes,
no
of
matter
course,
what
no matter
area.
yeah, that's fine. That's all cool. But like, if I think about it, when I think of these guys in this era, save Jim Lee, whose anatomy was dope, it feels like abstract expressionism. And then now I have this like compartment in my brain where I really appreciate it, and I think it's really cool. Like, to give you an idea, like to think of it in modern terms, is like your Dragatas and your Dan Warren Johnsons, right? Just explosions.
It's no surprise that they're exciting people.
Yeah, of course, because it totally felt. And if you remember, 2019 when I started Mother Trucker, what did I say? Because I was trying to get a license for Pitt. I was like, the entire 90s artistic style is gonna come back fierce. So when I colored Mother Trucker, I wanted 90s coloring, like crazy bright, flashy colors. Because in my head, it was like that. And when I was at New York Comic Con, I was sitting with it's Dragato who's doing like Absolute, right? Yeah, I was sitting with him, and I was like, I knew it. I knew this moment was gonna come for like the last like 3-4 years. I knew people were going to get bored of like the sort of, despite how much I love Eminem, sort of like the multi-eminentized like guys who came after Stewart, where it was like, your Pepes and your Jorge Larraz and like all those guys, or Olivia Capels, who all feel like children of Stewart.
They're all from the Stewart Imminent schools.
Yeah. Which
they all do it immaculately.
And a little bit different, but definitely like their layouts, everything felt very Stewart Imminent. And then when, in the last like 2 years, when this stuff started to happen, it was kind of like what I was thinking in 2019 when I started Mother Trucker. I was like, this is what's going to happen. It's going to be...
It's almost unfair to reference the Stewart Imminent like cult of comic creators, because like that stuff is still cool and kind of exciting.
It's still awesome.
It's the other stuff that is like very humdrum safe, like feels like a YA.
Oh yeah, well yeah. So the YA, so comics trying to like replicate YA stuff because they're chasing YA money because YA was making money in the book market is classic corporate
Yeah.
crap.
But there is a place for it.
right? But sure.
There's a place
Sure,
for it. It
but-
just a lot of superhero comics
Yes.
need a kick in the
For
pants.
me,
Like, they
superhero
should be,
comics,
they should be punching you in the
yes.
face.
Yeah. For
And,
me,
like-
to get people excited about superhero comics, you're going back here.
Yeah.
I think the superhero comics that are coming out now today, like from the Imminent School, are too high art. I think
Well,
that
for me,
art style
yeah.
has died, and we're about to go into another abstract expressionism.
For me,
it's going to be wild, especially
it's
our
this
political
stuff,
landscape.
It's
you
this
know?
stuff and it's Kirby.
Oh,
Like,
Kirby
there-
for sure.
There's Kirby, and then there's like a bunch of like.
Well, let's
kind
talk
of
about
like-
how Kirby was like, what? Kirby 30 years ahead of his time. Basically,
Oh,
these guys
shit,
were
more-
all like
more than that.
Kirby's. Yeah, no, like no
Like
one
the
touches
guy,
Kirby.
The guy's a genius.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
Like mega level genius.
Yeah.
Like
So these guys, I mean,
visionary.
Kirby was doing this stuff before everyone else. But like,
Look at this
Yeah.
awesome sort of abstract.
that's awesome.
I love these shapes. Like
I
this-
love his when he does hair like this.
Yeah.
Like so when he would draw a Wolverine, it just kind of makes sense to me because like
That's another
he's
thing.
got like
Mitch. I know
Wolverine
we're.
has like bizarre hair.
I think it's funny because we're all over the place, which is completely appropriate.
we are
for this.
also caffeinated.
Yeah, we're
like,
super caffeinated.
We're talking about.
The cool
I think
thing
we
about
have
this,
like illegal levels of caffeine in me right now.
this
Like, I
stuff is
could-
also cool because Rob's using nibs,
Oh.
and then later on he starts using microns and stuff, and it just
Yeah.
never quite has the same line quality. You know, like I love this nibs. Look at the colors. Look at it.
Oh.
You mentioned this before, but like yeah, super abstract. I love the abstraction.
Oh man, I was just in Phoenix hanging out with Jonathan Glepian, and he was like still doing brush and dip,
Oh yeah.
getting the tightest fucking lines, and I was like, oh man, you're still dipping. I'm over here on an iPad, but he's over there dipping, getting like the tightest lines, and
I have like since going
so jealous.
digital, like my lines have gotten way faster and looser.
yeah.
Like I used to be really tight, and now I'm just like very.
When you're on
quick.
paper?
No, when I'm digital,
When
I'm
you're
like
digital,
very
yeah.
quick, more energetic lines. And I wish I could do that on paper, but I just for some reason revert back to great care.
All right, let's
Hang on a second.
Let's start. Come on.
So
I don't want to go part two. Let's hit it.
one thing I
Let's-
want to say here
image time.
is that like as much as I love the Rob art,
Yes.
one part of my great appreciation for Liefeld is his fucking maverick attitude toward business. Okay.
Is he the first image guy?
Yes.
Is he the one that came up with the idea?
Him and Valentino, I think, wanted.
Did he come up with it before Valentino?
You can get into the history of image.
Was
which
it
is-
before
which
Todd?
is oh for sure.
Okay. all right.
Which is basically like Rob and Jim kind of, and maybe Larson kind of talking
Yeah,
about
alright.
doing some self-publishing,
Right.
and then it snowballing into something.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
Todd will take a lot of credit for
This
it.
is the first image comic.
This is the first image comic
Yes.
for a while, actually.
Yes.
But what I want to say is like,
old is he? 23?
just
23?
picture, just hang on, just imagine, okay? Imagine you're 21 or 22 or whatever, right? And you are making like $1 million an issue in royalties on X-Force, in New Mutants and X-Force. Okay, just imagine that. Okay, are you leaving Marvel?
Yes. Yes. You know why? You know why? It's like that John Goodman clip that keeps going around, where you do things from a place of fuck you.
Yeah.
Where you
fuck
you know
money.
you have fuck you money. You have you own your own house. You own your own cars. You have a ton of money in the bank, and now you can make decisions based on fuck you.
Yeah.
Not necessity. I think him thinking this. I think he felt like his hands were tied, but also.
I can't
Hands tied
imagine,
at 23.
I can't
or
imagine
24.
anyone's hands being less tied.
He's like Jesse James over here.
It's like
It's like
this
Jesse
is-
James in the
this
James
is,
Gang.
This is like the Rob show. Like it feels like he's just doing whatever he wants here.
Yeah.
I'm
Like I
just
said,
saying. I'm
the
just
most
saying.
gangster
like,
shit of all time.
The John Goodman thing is a great quote, but I
Yeah.
challenge anyone to be in that position and have the balls to walk and do your own thing.
But they all did.
Yeah, but it was
Snowballed. Yeah.
yeah. It's really
Yeah.
Rob.
Yeah.
Like Rob has to be the guinea pig for that.
Yeah,
and I
right.
just give him all the credit in the world.
He's
For-
full of beans now. What was he like then?
Jesus. Like if you're young in
Yeah.
your early 20s and you're thinking like this gravy train could keep going.
Oh yeah.
Like
I mean, he gets back there, but
why like it blows my mind that like he was like he had the kind of maverick sensibility to just kind of just like
wild.
take off and do that.
Youngblood won.
Not afraid to piss people off.
Also, like, despite all of the stuff that happened in Image, as far as those comics and those stories go, and they became very collectible. Everything was exploding. You know, there was a lot of different characters. My favorite character was Chapel.
Yeah.
There was something about Chapel I just thought was like the coolest.
Chapel's pretty rad.
He also killed Spawn, which I thought was rad.
So, like, as you know, I'm often very inspired by like Maverick DIYers, like the Wendy Pini and
Yes, of course.
like all these like self-publishing people.
Yeah.
And it's why I'm it's why I'm so inspired by Image and the fact that these guys,
early Images.
These guys just went and just created a movement.
Yep.
Like there's nothing like it.
Nothing like it.
So super exciting. Like I was buying that as a fan of like anarchy as much as I was buying it as a fan of comics.
I would say, like, in the 25 years I've been here, if someone came up to me and said, "Hey, we're giving you Eric Stevens's gig, right?
Mm-hmm.
Andy, you get to have Eric Stevens's
You're
job.
going to be the editor-in-chief.
You're now
Image
editor-in-chief of Image." The first thing I would do is just this all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Youngblood, give me Spawn, give me Cyberforce, give me all of that stuff. It could be those names or just books like it.
Mm-hmm.
I would just rock the ever-living crap out of it.
Is it just that like is it just that nobody's pitching that stuff? I don't think
No,
Image
it just
is,
feels
I don't
like
think Image is turning it down.
Image just kind of feels more like drawn and quarterly to me sometimes.
Well, less than it used to be.
Yes, but like that's the feel I get from it. It's like it's obviously, you know, Eric saw like, okay, our biggest numbers are at the book market, so we need books that sell in the book market in graphic novel form. Mm-hmm. But, you know, you and I are all about the issue. We're all about the single. We're all about the floppy. So in that scenario, like if I'm here to sell floppies, you know, obviously the business idea is that the floppies are lost leaders to sell the book and to build a little bit of an audience for the scenario. But for me, like Todd said, you need 50 issues of a thing to be a thing, which let's face it, like, that's true. Mm-hmm. When he said that on Ink Pulp, that hit me right in the brain.
No one's better at that than Robert Kirkman.
Absolutely. Just crushing out like a truck ton of issues on every title that he does, pretty much, right?
And generally timely. Like boom, boom, boom,
boom, boom,
Here's
boom.
My series.
Like that's
that
where
hard.
I need to get.
It's hard as shit to do.
I can't do it, but like we need to get there.
What was like the beginning when you were a kid? That comic book or artist or series that really got you into fucking starting?
So I'm an easy mark. All right, I gotta start this now. This sucks. All of my early influences turned out to be monsters. Let's just like lean that in. Turns out all my heroes are monsters. So that on the table. My mom was a huge Neil Gaiman reader. I had Sandman in my house growing up. I had books of magic in my house growing up. Like, my mom had the Sandman tarot set and used it to read at parties we had. I was raised by a... Yeah, it's great. The Dave McKean set, it's fucking great. Yeah, I was raised by a comics-loving witch. And a comics-loving astrophysicist. The first thing I ever gave my dad, like the first gift I ever gave him for his birthday, I got him a Sandman hardcover. And he hugged me, and he didn't hug me a lot, so it was like a big moment for me. I was like, oh shit, this is human connection, it's like comics. So honestly, it's Neil Gaiman, probably. That's what did it. But then I left comics for a really long time. I was a kid, I read Spider-Man and Superman, but then they killed Superman and they killed Spider-Man effectively. They did Clone Saga and they retired Peter Parker, and I was like, I think I'm good. And I stepped away from comics. I became a film nerd. And then X-Men 2 came out. And that Phoenix thing happened at the end. And I went, I don't really know what that means. And that sucks. I liked the X-Men theoretically. I never got to read them. But I'd love to learn. And I think I'm 15. And I go to New England Comics in Cambridge. And I say, can I get comic books? I just want to get an X-Men. And they say, well, it turns out there's a new run starting today by Chris Claremont, X-Men #1, and Joss Whedon, Astonishing X-Men, and give me both of those books, and I was an X-Men fan. So,
if I was to do it, I'd take it all back here. I would say this is
your favorite Rob
Liefeld cover Next to
This cover. No, you next to the
Where is he?
Blood Wolf.
Oh, next to. I just love the design of Blood Wolf,
Yeah, Blood
and
Wolf's
that is hard to tell. This is either my favorite cover by Rob or this one is. I can't tell. I love Blood Wolf.
This is
I
awesome.
think he's such a
Yeah.
dope character. I guess he's like the Lobo of the Rob Liefeld universe.
Yeah.
The
first
this
Blood
issue's,
Wolf
like,
in
really
Darker
wicked.
Image is really fun
Oh, yeah,
because he's doing like kind of like a Keith Giffen sort of.
that's super awesome.
The Youngblood one cover is wicked.
It's awesome.
You know, and a lot of people also give
It
Rob
feels
shit
really mature
for
compared
like,
to-
I just want to point out, and we can cut to some B-roll of this or something like that.
Sure.
People keep pissing on Rob for doing this like this sort of rounded Earth thing that he puts the team behind. But guess what? Like Art Adams did the shit out of that, and
Yeah.
he's just doing that. No one's giving Art Adams
Oh,
shit
so
for
someone said that he did it just to hide feet?
it, or whatever. We're like, what is this? Who cares?
Who cares?
Yeah. Anyway, Youngblood #1.
Also,
This is the issue
Rob
about-
Rob does a thing that I love to death that some of the other guys got, where he has a guy that's so big, and he just every time he shows up, he frames every other character.
Yeah.
That is pretty iconic.
What is
That's
happening?
iconic.
What's happening right here?
Yeah, like there's always a big
Oh, where's the-
character.
where's the blob issue?
But he's like the like ultimate. Oh my god!
Here you go.
When I was watching that documentary yesterday, yeah, see there you go, the blob. He always has this like giant character that like frames all the other characters and like creates scale, and I just think it's so quintessentially Rob. Like let's face it, this Rob has a lot of things that he does in his art that is completely just Rob.
Yeah.
It's just Rob. Like
You can't
can't.
buy that kind of
No.
like,
Like,
that kind of like
no, and
trademarking.
like
you know?
I don't know that the other guys do. I don't know that the
People
other guys
have-
have those things.
People have some things, but not to this. level.
like Jim Lee definitely
You can
has
point out
this.
a dozen.
Jim Lee has this like headgear thing,
Yeah.
for sure. But like,
There's the headgear.
what are,
There's like
what are, what are
there's
the other
little-
quintessentially
there's
Jim
the
Lee
little
costume
curls,
things?
little Rob hair curls. there's the pouches. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
it's like-
he's got iconic stuff into his art that keeps rolling through. It's his Red Apple cigarettes. It's you know, it's like quintessentially Rob, and I love it. I was watching that documentary yesterday, and there was this like hilarious story that Dan Panosian tells about a guy in a Bedrock costume the day that Rob gets his brand new Viper, and he's in the costume and crashes it immediately, and Rob just doesn't care. Yeah, so we're talking about Extreme Studios.
Extreme Studios. Yeah. So okay. So by this time, he's launching Image Comics single-handedly.
Explosion.
Yeah.
Explosion.
Bonkers levels of
Yeah,
excitement.
we're talking he went from making a lot of money at Marvel to making a lot of money at Image.
Because this is all
Yeah.
him. He's
Just
making.
blowing the doors
I don't
off
know
it.
what Malibu got for this. They got a cut. But yeah, Rob's basically like a one-man show here. But he's also creating Extreme Studios now.
Yes.
Like he's building a company.
So we got the 7. We've got Rob, Todd, Silvestri, Larson, Valentino. Who am I forgetting? Jim Lee. The 7.
Yeah, Wills. Yeah.
It's a card.
Yeah, there's 2 cards. So Youngblood #1 was a flip book.
Oh,
And
yeah,
you
yeah,
could
yeah.
start it. There's another card. Here's Shaft. You could start it from either side. I love these black and white team shots.
Oh, they're great. That also feels very Jim Lee. Those kind of
It
cool.
feels kind of like the extinction.
But you know,
of the
yeah,
first
also,
one. Yeah.
Claremont styles. Let's put that in there so everyone knows who everyone is.
Look how cool these lines are. These nib lines.
Yeah.
I love these sort
That's
of.
how we know
like
who everyone is.
Slightly shaky nib lines.
I should start doing this in Motherfucker.
You should.
When I change it over.
So now we're getting the birth of computer color. And
Yeah,
this
it's,
is where I think this is not doing anyone any favors.
No.
Like
But
do
they're
not like the colors.
you know, it was so bright though. I think it was again when it goes to that expressionism. No one had seen this stuff before, and people were they were excited about it.
It's the
And who's the
Photoshop
guy-
lens flare.
Who was
of-
the
of
dude
color.
that we met at Heroes last year? In the
Oh,
bar?
we
with,
Steve
uh,
Olive. I talked.
yeah.
I talked at length with Steve Olive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
So
he the guy
that-
that kept trying to? Everyone kept trying to poach.
People pinched.
Was
all
he
his
extreme
best
or
No,
Wildstorm?
he was his own thing. He
Just his own thing.
started all the optics, and
Yeah.
like people would hire away his colorists.
Okay, yeah, right, okay.
But
So this is
he's a
computer
super cool
color,
guy, and
first in
really,
computer
really
coloring.
interesting to talk to. But so going back to the pop art thing, I think a lot of Rob's stuff prior to Youngblood
Yeah,
benefits from the limitations of color,
right, yes.
like the flat colors, and when you start modeling, like when you start modeling his faces with these sorts of like shading,
Yeah, that's
it
weird.
doesn't work.
Yeah, no, it was better flat. Yeah, like trying to like shade the muscles just looks wrong.
I think that's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think this
That's
has
where he
been,
always shows up on a bike.
this has been remastered and recolored. I think
You
I
think?
haven't.
Is
I
that a
haven't
reprint?
No, this is the original.
Oh.
You can tell because like the lettering is real janky.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is like who lettered this? It doesn't even say. Someone lettered this, but poorly. And this is all like Hank Canal's. I love Hank. I met him at when I first went to Image Expo.
Whose
Not
idea?
Image Expo.
Whose
Chicago
idea
Comic
was
Con.
this hatching?
That's like a tone sheet, is it? Or did someone actually rule in those lines?
It looks. Oh no, it's a tone sheet.
I can't tell.
But it's not a tone sheet. It's on the computer.
I think
maybe.
I have one of these.
Anyway,
signed.
if someone showed up with lines all over my faces, I'd be like, "Can you you never do that again?"
I gotta assume he was working on this while he was doing X-Force, right?
Really?
Well, yeah, because this comes out shortly after, like India's X-Force run.
It's probably rocking.
But yeah, you can see. Well, part of what I love about this is like it's so indie.
Oh yeah,
Like
super
this,
indie.
like this looks like this super indie lettering.
Oh yeah.
Like it looks like very
Do we know how many copies of this sold?
a lot, like well over
A million?
Yeah. So I figure he's making $1 a book
Yeah.
or more. I like this big dude.
Yeah, he's awesome. Another big dude.
I like
framing
this
all
spread a
the
lot.
lines.
I would love to see this spread
Yeah.
colored in flat colors, because this is basically an X-Force spread. This is as good as whatever was in X-Force #1, but it's muddied up by a lot of this
The computer
sort of
coloring.
shading. Yeah.
This is let's check this one out. I did.
Oh, this is.
I read this last night. Yeah.
Why 3? Why number 3?
It was just in my pile again.
That's
cool card.
Yeah.
And then we got Prophet. Prophet's in
The
here.
actual
Cool
introduction
card.
of Prophet is here in Youngblood #2.
That's a wicked cover, man. I
This
like
is
that
also-
cover.
I think 1, 2, and 3 were all flip.
Yeah, so that's Shadowhawk. This one is Supreme. This one's
right.
like Enter Supreme. So that's kind of cool. Every time I see Supreme, my brain just automatically goes to Taco Bell. I can't help it.
didn't
I
know
just
that's
want a
what you were
Taco
gonna
Supreme
say.
every time I see one. It's just like it's the first thing I think of. Every time I see the word Supreme, I'm just like my stomach goes, oh, Taco Supreme.
Penciler.
Yeah.
Oh, creator, writer, penciler.
Yeah, he's rocking on this
Inked
one.
by Danny Miki.
Yep.
First Danny Miki.
So this gets wild. There's a whole scene with Prophet kicking butt, some really interesting dialogue, and then there's like this weird scene. Oh, this is so funny. This character's name's Kirby, and obviously some sort of ode to Jack Kirby.
Yeah.
And then like look at this framing, awesome. And they're on their way to some sort of press conference, and where is it? They're in a press conference out of nowhere. There's like these like Shi'ar guys that are
I like
kind
these
of like
guys. That's cool.
yeah,
that,
super
that
cool.
Actually
Like
almost
wild,
looks like a Jim Lee drawing.
wild head with this crazy body. These guys come out of nowhere, and then they're in this like press conference. And what I loved about the press conference is the entire press conference in issue 3. In wrestling, we call this putting someone over. It's like, if I'm gonna lose the match or something like that, my job is to make the guy who's gonna win ultimately look amazing. I want his like punches and kicks to look like they are rocking me. Like I have to, when I take moves, I have to make it look like super real and super awesome. So it's called putting someone over to make them look good. He's putting over, like, this whole thing ends up being about like Savage Dragon, where people are bringing up Savage Dragon. Someone talks about someone that breaks people's spines, and that's obviously Shadowhawk. And I'm like, he's in here putting over the other books that are going to come out.
It's the first time we're getting a sense of the combined
Yeah, so there's a
shared
combined universe, obviously, because, like Chapel Kill Spawn. Obviously, these universes are connected. But to bring it up in this book, business-wise, is to put over Eric Larson's book. So now when Eric Larson launches Savage Dragon, people are like, oh, man, I've been reading about this, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, again, shows up on this crazy bike.
Part of me, like, so I bought
how jacked he is.
I bought
He's gigantic.
Youngblood #1 and read it, and then #2, and I was kind of bummed again because like what you're talking about, like that press conference stuff, that's kind of like, it's not that I wanted a comic of press conferences.
No.
But the pitch for Youngblood was basically like celebrity superheroes, like media.
Yeah,
superheroes.
like that whole thing. They're talking about action figures.
Yeah.
There's like 4 different kinds of Shaft action figures.
Yeah.
Like there's a water one and everything.
And I
they're
wanted
talking about
like
collecting
it
them
took
all.
till issue 3 to get there, but like I remember feeling like when I read issues 1 and 2, like I was like, where's the
There's also
where's
like
the
subtle digs
corporatization?
to probably the world that they're living in, where they're like these comic book superstars.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like there's a little bit of real life bleeding over. What issue is this?
2? This stuff's awesome. Like this is like
Issue 2
I
looks
think,
even crazier and more detailed than issue 3.
I
Issue
think-
3 feels pulled back a bit.
I think issue 2 looks better than issue 1.
Yeah,
Like
this is great.
This stuff looks like peak New Mutants, like X-Force
Yeah,
level
totally.
Rob.
Wicked.
And then you got a whole
Oh, wicked.
Prophet.
Yeah.
Prophet intro.
Check it out, ninjas. Issue 3 has ninjas. I'm gonna read this to you.
This is very Prophet
I'm
heavy.
gonna read this to you. He says, "What's with this broad?" Because there was a lady kicking his butt before this. "What's with these ninjas? Ouch. The little one gives me a shot to the ribs, then the jaw. I counter with a kick to his ribs. See how he likes it. He loses his sword. I give it back to him." Oh! How's that feel, buddy? Lost your sword, eh?
Mark that ninja.
What more do you want?
This stuff's great.
Oh, and then Chapel shows up.
But we still got.
Chapel
We're,
is so dope.
we're still rocking the nibs.
Oh, look at this double. Crazy double.
I like this dude. I don't know who he is.
That dude, like, this part.
His big butt.
Yeah, always awkward.
And you got some
Oh, Shadowhawk.
Shadowhawk.
There we go. Valentino.
Oh, that must be the. Is that the debut of Shadowhawk?
I don't know, maybe.
Might be.
Yeah, like an excerpt from issue 1. There we
Anyway,
go.
So there's some Youngblood,
Extreme Studios.
some Youngblood stuff, and then very quickly, I think it was like a 3-issue miniseries that he launched with
Yeah.
Youngblood, and then really quickly after this, things start getting expanded all to hell.
Yeah, so we got
You end up with
our
like
buddy Damp and Ocean, one of my best bros,
you end up with
doing
Prophet,
that book.
You
We
end up
have
with
another buddy of mine, Dan
Bloodstrike,
Frega,
with some-
Frega Boom
some
with Bloodstrike.
Brigade.
I remember I got this isn't the one, but I got it signed at my first Comic-Con when I was like 14 or 15 in Toronto. And when I was waiting in line to get it signed, there was some sort of commotion on like in front of Dan's table, and he was running around laughing his butt off and going crazy, and some kid had pooped on the floor.
Oh,
Yeah. And like when I got up there, he's like, "Yes." I was like, "Some kid pooped on the floor." He's like, "Yeah, some kid pooped on the floor." And then I met him again in South Carolina like a couple of years ago. I brought up that story and like seeing him when I was like
I thought
15.
you were gonna say.
And I mean, when I saw him when I was 15 or 14, he was probably like 19
Yeah.
or 20. And like, so Bloodstrike was another one of my favorite sort of like expanded Rob Liefeld universe things. I don't know what it was, but at the time I was just super into it. And let's face it, a lot of what Rob was doing feels accessible for people who are reading comics. Do you know it? Like people who want to get into comics.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it has an indie feel. It feels like I could get there. You know, if you were to suddenly like look at Barry Windsor-Smith or like Art Adams, you're like,
No, Mignola.
or Mignola, you're like,
You're
I'm
like, this is
never
not
gonna
happening
hit
for
that
me.
level of genius
Yeah.
in my life.
Yeah.
But a lot of this stuff feels fun and accessible for those people.
I think
I often
Rob's-
feel like maybe my stuff isn't accessible because it's just too intense.
I think Rob is inspiring partly because like he's just going for it. You just see a guy doing stuff he loves, and
Yeah.
And it's inspiring to think that you could just make your own stuff up and put it out there with a lot of energy, and it would be
Yeah,
you would
totally.
find an audience. You know?
Yeah, totally.
So yeah. Anyway, everything gets expanded. Rob's career. We're not going to get into a lot of.
We're not going to go down the downward spiral of Image. We don't have to waste our time
We
with
don't have
that.
to talk about Image and like so. Just to briefly summarize, Rob leaves Image. He forms a different publishing company. He does a bunch of stuff through there.
Yep.
Forms another one. Does a bunch of stuff there. Comes back to Marvel. Does Heroes Reborn.
Yep.
Does a bunch of Deadpool stuff, crossover stuff. Does his own thing. He's still kicking it. He's like, well, I think he's like 7 years old.
What do you think? What do you think about this?
Yeah, we'll get a close up of you.
That's
doing
my Captain America.
The
That's
Captain
not
America
bad.
chest. But anyway, out of all those guys, one of the few guys still actually making comics.
Still kicking them out. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, within reason. I feel like all that crew is sort of like, slowly made their way back in over the last few years.
Well, you got Silvestri doing some.
Todd's putting
stuff.
out tons of Spawn. He came out with what was
Yeah, but
Spawn
he's not
300.
drawing it.
He's not drawing it. Jim recently came back for some Hush. Silvestri came back for some Batman a little bit. They're kind of dipping their toe a little bit. Rob's just crushing out books, and of course Eric Larson just insanely never stopped.
Right.
He I don't even know how many issues of
I have no idea.
Savage Dragon
It's
there
got to
are.
be the longest running.
It's the longest running thing maybe of all time. Like I remember Cerberus at one point was like, "This is the longest thing ever." But I think Savage
Larson
Dragon
may
must
have
be beating
exceeded
it.
that, yeah. We should look at
but,
Savage Dragon one day.
Also, so he's still kicking it. But hats off to Rob. We have Robservations now that we get to hear some spilled tea on all kinds of stuff. That's like super cool.
It's like ambrosia for me.
Yeah.
Hearing
all these
stories
stories
of how like the Heroes Reborn stuff went down,
the cowboy days,
how images formed. Yeah. And the other cool thing about him is that he's like always kind of like current. Like he's always rolling with whatever is happening now, whether it's like direct to consumer sales or like exclusive stuff or like he's always kind of just at the forefront of where comics are going, which is pretty neat. This is a Todd Knock book.
Oh, look at this. We got some Deathblow.
You got some what?
Yeah, this is this is a
Dark
comic
Image.
everyone loved.
Yeah.
Everyone loved Darker Image because it was like a collection of stuff. There's some Sam Keith.
Here's original Blood Wolf.
Okay, we've got some sweet Blood Wolf in there.
Let's take a look at Blood Wolf. I love the
he's
lines.
so
in this.
cool. I would rock the crap out of a Dead Wolf comic.
I like
Absolutely
that
crush it.
he was playing with a different style of thinking.
And I love how Dead Wolf's hair most often has to like break all panel borders because it's so big. Oh my god, this is so crazy.
Yeah, you got some like real kind of like Bisley lines going on here.
Yeah.
Once again, we got the Art Adams grin.
Yep. The crazy green. Man.
Wolf.
Rob Liefeld.
These look like Todd faces.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, that one in particular. Yep. There we go.
It's a good
Bloodshot.
That's a good way to go out. We could
so.
talk about like more modern Rob stuff. This is the shit that got me super excited and that I still love looking at. This is new.
That's new.
This is Rob's new stuff.
Yeah.
This is the manga version.
The manga version, black and white version.
White. Pretty cool.
I like it
his
better.
art type.
I like this.
Well, I like it better than computer colors.
Yeah.
For sure. But
yeah, see how he looks at 15? Maybe he's supposed to be. I don't know. Maybe he went back in time. I don't know what's up.
different shapes, right?
Yeah.
Like this is
I
this
kind
is
of like
not
Chapel
the,
with this business too.
This is not like the Art Adams squat torso and long ass legs.
Yeah.
Like that's the stuff I really dig.
Yeah.
Like the bulbous forearms, like all that kind of awesome Art Adams stuff. But yeah.
Very cool. There we go.
There we go. There's so much.
Rob
out there.
Liefeld.
We could go on all day, but I think that's
He's still
I think
kicking
that's
it.
good for now.
Still rocking it. Robservations is full of really crazy, interesting stories.
It's a good way to kick off
Love him
season
or
2.
hate him, he is a influential figure in comics and always entertaining.
Yep.
Anyway, that's episode 1 of season 2.
Biggest comics evangelist
yeah.
you'll find, by the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He loves comics, loves superhero comics. You told me a story the other day that your parents saw the ElfQuest episode and thought you swore too much.
Yeah, they said
They didn't care for
I
it.
really like your show, but why do you have to swear so much?
And like I'm a potty mouth, like a super potty mouth. So
I'll try to.
Sorry, guys.
I think I swore a bit today too, but
You sure did.
I'll try to.
You sure did.
I was just really excited.
That's
That's what I said to my parents. I just get so excited.
Yeah, you're just so excited. Anyway, season 2, kicking
Yep.
it off,
Yep.
and next episode.
Next episode. Next
Hello,
episode.
boy.
We're gonna get into. There's some crossover here because
crossover.
we're gonna look at.
You have it here?
It's over there. We're gonna look at the X-Force issue that Rob did the layouts for that Mike Mignola inked, and it's
That's
awesome.
right. That's right.
That is next episode.
Mignola and Hellboy is next. I'm excited. Season 1 was dope. Season 2 is going to be even doper. We have some crazy guests coming. It's gonna kick ass.
Yep.
All right.
See you there. Okay.
Rob Liefeld, out.
Let's go.
Terror Rat is an experiment gone wrong, and he's just out for vengeance. Terror Rat came about through a problem I had with an uninvited guest in my home, and no matter what I did, I could not catch it. So I'm watching this thing. I was up late at night watching this thing just run through my house, and the word terror came to my brain. So I combined the words terror and rat, and that's how the character was born.